definition.
I did.
But
If you launch it and you hit play, you'll see. Like I'm still working on some stuff, but like I got some basic. The bench doesn't do anything yet, but if you go in, you'll see that the you do have a hotbar. The hotbar, like it does respond. Okay, you have nothing right now, so yeah. Go ahead and pick up a wood. It's gonna like fill your inventory. Okay, so now
the rust wood, pretty much.
yep, it's the rust wood. Yeah, okay. So right now the drag and drop is like the first click doesn't work. The first click doesn't work, but the second click does drag. So it's like wherever you drag it to, if you hold your mouse down while you're dragging, it'll work. So and I is for inventory. Right now that one wood drop is worth like 20,000 wood. So yeah, I'm working on.
Yeah, you should make it just worth like, I'd say 10,
Yeah, that's probably a reasonable idea, but
like per.
yeah, I was trying to see if my inventory is broken yet. So press see the icon on the left. Press tab. Oh, you need to
Whoa.
open your thing a little more. So that's not. So I don't have an inventory full yet. Keep looking at that until it's spending your wood in the bottom left. See it's 17. Keep spending that until it's yeah until it's down empty. See, there's a lot of little things I got to get working in there. Your view isn't open enough to see the whole craft menu, but okay, there you go. Now it should craft your axe. There you go. So you got an axe now. One does pick up the axe, but right now the animations only work the first time you equip it, and
Oh my god, Dad!
what? What's up?
Look at my left arm. Like, this
Yeah,
arm.
it's got like a cat on it, right? I didn't do that.
During the animation.
Yeah, it stays on your arm, man.
No, like my literal arm.
Yeah, I mean I see it there. What are you getting at?
No, not the cat.
Oh, yeah. The animation's fucked the
Okay.
second time you do. So if you stop and hit play again, then what you'll see is when you equip the axe the first time, it does the normal animation. But if you unequipped it and equip it again, it doesn't use the correct animation. So I have to fix that. That's a bug. See, like that one's fine. But if you, yeah. So like, and right now I'm working at being able to drop items and move items around. But I got the basic of the crafting system working. I got the basics for being able to make an item, equip tools, all that shit. So like I'm close to being able to move fast because like once I can do that, we can make like a whole biome basically.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, each biome has like its own kind of like specific place. Like in let's see, what's it called? Not once. I mean, it could be once human, but no, they don't have specific areas. It's more like the
I mean,
specific places.
yeah, they have the more
Um,
place focus, sure. I would say they have
it's not
biomes.
like each area you go into. I
Is it?
mean, yeah, but the biomes are more of like you go into the place and that's where you find out like what the biome is and it'll extend off of there.
Yeah, I think Expedition is a great
But
example of
here it's
biomes.
like,
Like Expedition has like very clear,
yeah,
like these are
yeah.
different areas. And you have to think about that. Like, how big is a level in Expedition? It's pretty fucking big. Like this right here, what you have, it is big. It is a lot, but you need like 20 to 30 times more than this to make a level, like for real.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot. But building these areas of interest, I think, are key because what we can do is like every interesting like spot of interest you can build. What I can do is I can fill a lot of that space in between with generated content as long as you make it easy for me to hook these in. So like all of the edges need to be something that's reasonable for me to connect to, even if it means it's raised super high with one entrance, or if you can get in from any entrance. I think that any of that's good. But which, by the way, I learned this. You know how I was thinking like it had to feel like a Roblox game, like you had to have a Roblox avatar and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. I read a lot of documentation. I can make a character model whatever I want. All I have to do is support
Oh
accessories.
yeah, I already told you that.
I mean, not in concrete terms. Uh,
Well, I told you there's a way you can make it to be like set avatars and everything. Like
well, yeah,
you're able
but
to.
Right.
they look
But
like.
setting avatars, yeah, you can set avatars to like look a certain way, but that's like just customization. I didn't know you can completely change it so that you're not a block character. You could be whatever the fuck I want you to be. You could be an alien if I want you to be an alien. You could be anything. Uh, Now I have to put like a special mesh around you so that your accessories work. So like your cat needs to be able to attach to whatever model I create. But just saying, we could create a nightlight is what I'm getting at, and we could actually make that a thing. Uh, so that does make this more interesting because the more I'm learning, the more I'm realizing we can make kind of whatever game we want in here. This isn't limited to just a
Yeah.
Roblox vibe. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but like there's one thing that I've realized.
Mm,
If I'm like I've played a few games that are like I would not see them as a Roblox game. I'd see them as like more of a Steam game, like a
sure.
better one. I don't play them a lot because I'm on Roblox, I'm looking for something like a variety of things that are, kind of simple.
Okay.
They aren't insane. Like Nightlights itself, I feel like would be one of those games where when I'm playing Roblox, like, and that's the kind of person I am. Um,
No, I think that's
because
fairly. Go ahead.
but like for something like this, if I'm going through it, already, if I'm doing this, I'm going over here. Let's just say there's a dude blocking here, so you can't get over there. Okay, you gotta fight him or whatever. But like, even just this entire place, or like, all this in general, um, this would be a game that I wouldn't play. But the role that you played during like the wood and crafting system, that increases the chance of me actually playing it on Roblox. A lot of people don't do it well enough to where I'm like, okay, this makes it better. Because when on Roblox, I'm not looking for stuff like complicated to understand and everything.
No, that's a good point. I actually
Some
haven't.
people do like that, but
No, I think that it makes a
um,
lot
I
more sense what you're saying because I've been thinking about this a lot. I was thinking about like how do we distill? Because I think this is more accurately. It's not like we're trying to make nightlights. I feel like we're trying to make a sandbox for the mechanics and nightlights. Like in my mind, this game is intended to be a good Roblox game that will be a great foundation to test what I envision nightlights, like the mechanics to use. And so like in nightlights I could build like that full game. But in this, it's like a sandbox to like test those mechanics out in a way that's like condensed and makes sense in a Roblox ecosystem. Because I think you're right. There's a reason why like games like what was that fucking like Grow Garden and man, I remember you used to play the shit out of that. What was
they're
that one where you could?
simple and
Yeah,
calm, you
they
know.
are simple and they're pretty, straightforward. Like even that one game that I was playing, like the Elden Ring like game, like it seemed like it was pretty deep, but like I didn't see a lot of like I saw actually I did see people in it, but I think that's a really specific vibe, and maybe you're right. Like maybe that doesn't make as much sense for a Roblox game, and I think that's fine. I think finding out what feels fun for Roblox players, especially because that's kids primarily, like what's fun for kids, like we're gonna be making compromises there for sure. So that's a good thing to think about and something that's fair to point out as we're thinking about Roblox games. Like you're actually the person who has the best experience in knowing what's fun for Roblox players because you're a kid and you played this for years.
Yeah.
So like what are things you would even do in a zone in a Roblox game that are fun when you have things like crafting and inventory like in games like that? What makes stuff like this fun? Like when you get to go out and do stuff and kind of like come back. Like I know a lot of Roblox games are all about loops, right? You go out, you collect some shit, you come back. What are the things that are fun to do though? Like when you're actually doing the action in the game, whenever like the main action you can do is whether that's
Here.
fights.
Okay, I'm gonna I've seen a bit of gameplay, which is like it's I've seen a bit of gameplay from a game that you were very familiar with.
Okay.
And it's something that is kind of naturally popular on Roblox.
You want to
Let's
show me a
see,
game
what
on
was it
Roblox? You can
called?
pull it up.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft's a big game.
That like the I know, but like boss fights, you have a ton of people. All of that, it's not like insane graphic type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, you get your character, you have your spells, it's all lined up. That is a very popular community-based game
Okay.
that would gain a lot of
Now,
attention.
all right. Let's
If
rewind
you
that a bit.
did like a
Now,
concept of like that.
in something in WoW, the big thing in WoW is to fight bosses. There's a lot of work you have to do to make that possible. You have to level up. You have to get the right gear. You have to like do all these things. So, what does that workload look like in Roblox games where you can fight bosses? Is it you drop in and you can fight immediately? Is it you drop in and there's like different kind of like tiers of bosses? Like what's a reasonable ramp up to keep people engaged? In your ecosystem, you feel like.
Um, Expedition style enemies around that, you can get, drop raids from, and all like those giant quote unquote raids would be the not even the center. It's something that would get an entire different group of people to play. But if you make it here, let's see.
But let me rephrase my question. All right, in WoW, we're massive groups to fight bosses. But for example, if you were to just start
I don't
playing WoW, you would have to put in probably 40 to 60 hours before you could ever fight like a raid boss. Probably more than that. And so like
know. Okay, back to what you originally said. Yes, like different kind of tiers of bosses for areas.
okay, so like ideally you're saying you would come
Like
in and within
a
how many
biome.
minutes would you be able to fight a boss with other people? Or
Let's
hours? Like
see. Typically, okay. Typically, my interest can be held like for a few hours or whatever, just like fighting normal enemies and like exploring. And so just having some pretty basic gear, you would be able to also rely on other people. Because in the starting biome, like you're gonna have drop rates for like I would say mid tier, lower to mid tier gear for like the next hardest area.
yeah, I mean that's like with
So
any game. I think, as far as the mechanics for like how you structure gear and things from biome to biome, I mean I've been playing
you,
games long
you say
enough.
like any game, but
Yeah, like I get
I
that.
I'll grind in a biome, and if I go to fight the boss will give me the gear I have, which is why I'm stating it would be better than that.
Yeah, that would be terrible. That would be a terrible thing to farm gear and then to kill a
That's in
boss.
most games I play.
Okay, well I play good games, so we don't do that in good games.
I know. That's why I don't play those games
Yeah, so like
anymore.
just to clarify, I feel like I'm not concerned about knowing how to progress. I'm what I feel on certain of. Like if I made a game like Elden Ring, I know there are players like take the Tree Sentinel, right? How many people started the game and just beat themselves against the wall like Rudo did, just smashing their head against the wall against Tree Sentinel until they beat him? Probably a lot more people than you'd think because we're willing to go through that and put in that work and do that. But kids probably aren't willing to do that. And so like I'm less concerned with knowing what value to provide, and I'm more concerned with knowing when to provide it, how soon to provide it, how long you're willing to grind as a player, how much work you're willing to put in before you get something back. Like for a younger audience, that's less clear to me. And that's where I'm curious because I know your attention span. I mean, I'll be honest, on the average day, I feel like it's goldfish at best. And sometimes we'll get lucky. We start a Nightingale. Like I've told you, there's tiers of games I play with you. And some games within within 30 minutes, you're like, no thanks. That was Stormblood or Storm whatever. Within, there are other games that make it to like a couple hours. And if they break a couple hours, I feel like if you're interested for a couple hours, you'll make at least a day or two. and then after a day or two, that's like the games, like the Vampire Survivor like games we were playing, like Death Must Die, stuff like that. That holds you for a day or two, and then you're out. And then there's the other tier of games, like like that will last you like 1 to 2 weeks, and like that was Nightingale. Nightingale was a 1 to 2 week game, and then you disappeared. So like there are like different tiers of how long a game can hold you, and I wonder what it takes to get you past those milestones, and for other kids too, because that's something we have to be very mindful of as we shape a game in Roblox.
I feel like for a game like Nightlights, as soon as I see the crafting menu, I've seen that type of thing in some other games, like that I randomly join on play with Christian or whatever, and I say, oh, this might actually be a good game, and typically I will play that for a while to check it out. But a lot of the time, there's not enough, and it's a smaller place. So if we have like giant biomes, like you would want, and actual like structures. I feel like something like that would keep me entertained for a good while. I'd say 1 to 2 hours is where it gets. And then if there's not like if I don't find much more that interests me, then I'm out
Okay, so one
for
to
a game
two
like this.
hours, we need to give you like you need to be able to stumble onto something within the first hour or two that will really change
I just
something.
feel what'd be good is just make a bunch of kind of like structures with some enemies. It's a bit of a challenge, but yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. High risk, high reward for some. But you know how there's been times where I go to a place and you just kind of hear me scream because there's enemies.
Yep,
There's like a ton of them,
yep.
and I'm getting absolutely destroyed. But that's also kind of fun
Oh, I know, I know. Those are usually the moments that
having
are
a
the most
run.
engaging for you. It's like it stimulates you, right? Uh,
Yeah.
no, I think that's fair to say. I wonder maybe we could, because like what you have now, this little section here. I mean, it's good. Uh, but maybe we need to, like you said, introduce some structures. Like there are modular building materials where you can like kind of like. There's one that Roblox provides that's standard, and I could look it up again if we needed to. But basically, it lets you build buildings, and you can start to shape out entire structures using like parts. Like brick walls and roofs and all that kind of stuff. Uh, that's something you could work with, or you could continue to expand the landscape so that we can put that stuff there and come back and do that later. But I think that's I agree. Like having stuff like that, points of interest, right? We need points of interest and we need meaningful rewards. And that's something I definitely want you to be thinking about because you played a lot of these Roblox games. Like, what is a reward that's good enough to keep you engaged? I feel like in games that I play, like take Valheim, right? I am as long as I keep unlocking content and I feel like I have something to search for, like something like exploring has a chance to find something new. Like the further I go, the more resources I find
Remember
have
the
to
first time we found the troll in Valheim?
dude. Everyone that's played
Like
Valheim
one of those giant
remembers the first
trolls?
time they find the troll. Everyone. That's like part of the experience.
That there were, me and you were even kind of, you were screaming a little bit, but we didn't just full on. No, we did run away from it for the first time, but the second time we saw one, we were like, you know what, we got this, and we died.
Yep. Yep.
I remember it that much. I just know what happened. I mean, who could forget it?
Yeah. Those
But
moments. Moments like that are they take thoughtfulness. Like they're hard to create because you have to think about what a person's experiencing as they're somewhere in your game and like how to create opportunity for that kind of stuff. We're
yeah,
not.
this is basically like on Roblox, I would see games like this, but I can tell you this, I've not seen not one. Okay, I've played one, like with Christian, and it allowed a party system. Me and him could be in a party. That didn't mean anything. All it meant is we wouldn't do damage to each other. But being able to have another person explore with you or like do something, that is that's a better version of multiplayer.
Okay, so co-op in
And
Roblox is a
that
big
would draw
deal.
my attention. Yes, a very big deal to me.
Okay.
Even if it's randoms, you know. If they can't destroy everything I've worked for, that's the only reason I use private servers because I don't want everything I've worked towards to be destroyed.
Well, that's why I put in a persistent inventory system, which, by the way, works now. If you stop the game and you restart, you'll have everything that's in your inventory. That
I
works.
saw.
Uh, that took me a bit to figure out, but I got that going.
You need to add a. I feel like the next step, maybe pause in crafting and add like a little trash bucket to where if you drag something and drop it in there, it'll delete the item.
So what I'm working on right now is the ability to move items and drop items in the world, and I'm very close to that. That's almost done.
Mm.
So then you'll be at least be able to like, but also I want to be able to drop items, or I'm thinking you can either just drag it out of your inventory and it like shows up in the world, or you right click and you get like a little menu and you can destroy items that way.
You get an option to destroy or drop, and then you have like the bar to see how much you want.
The bar to see how much you want.
You know, like a brightness, the volume bar. You know how you can
Are you saying
drag it
are,
to the left
are you
to
talking
make
about
your volume go
splitting
down.
stacks?
No, 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 no. You just see that it'll ask you how much of it you want to delete or whatever. If you have like a capacity or something.
Yeah, yeah, and that stuff like
But
anything that you think is like standard behavior stuff, you just assume that I already expect that. Like right now, the crafting menu looks like shit. The icons look like shit. Everything looks like shit that I've designed because I'm not designing them.
everything.
Well, I'm not designing them with actual. I'm just pulling assets randomly, and like I'm just getting all the pieces to function. I'm writing a lot of code to make everything work. We'll come back and we'll put in actual icons and actual assets and stuff later. And there are things like the click and drag thing. Like I'll get that fixed, but for now, if I can get it to where you can just like click an object and then you have to click twice, but then you can drag it and it'll drop, or you can drag it and you can move an item. Like that's good enough for now. We know what moving items looks like. That's not an interesting problem to solve. What's interesting to solve is how we're playing the game. And so I'm trying to get closer to like figuring out what we're doing. Like, let me ask you a question in this. Do you feel like are we fighting monsters? That's a question.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
Um, let's see. Monsters.
Are we battling in this
I
game?
would say yes.
Is that battle real time or is it turn based?
That's difficult. Both of them have their ups and downs. But I loved Expedition's turn-based thing.
We could replicate that. We could do because
Hmm.
like the best. You know what the best products are? The best games.
Oh
Best
my god!
what?
You know how I told you there was a game on Roblox that was like Expedition, but not like it?
I don't think you told me that. If you did, I don't remember.
Oh, I 100% did.
Okay.
It's called Block Tales. It's Christian. He doesn't have a very big attention span either. Like
None of you
it's
kids do.
bad, worse than mine.
That's not possible.
And oh no, it is. Trust me.
Your guys' attention span.
He joined a game. He joined a game, played it for literally a minute, and left.
Well, I feel like if
And it was a good game too.
okay, but it may have not been compelling in the visuals or how the presentation is. So I feel like that could be for a different reason. That's like you see things that are too much or that you don't like or that aren't appealing. How a game presents itself in the first moments is crucial. and I think that's a different problem. But continue. Block
But
tails. Go ahead.
yeah, he played Blocktails and he almost beat it on two different save slots. He beat it on the first one, got really close on the second one, and something he really likes to do is um listen to the music on it
Really?
because the boss fights have really good music. It's a turn-based game. You got to play that later because it's something you're able to get like straight into since a lot of the fights are the same. And by the same, I mean like expedition wise. You know, you have turn-based and
Yeah.
you go into fights basically at the
I
start.
mean, you could also say all the fights are the same in Elden Ring because they're all real time, and you just swing your sword, and then and they're swinging too, like, and you're just rolling around. Like, all these things are the same if you look at it at a grand scheme level. Like, it's when you zoom in to the actual player experience, like, that's all that matters. Like, is it fun while you're doing it? That's what matters.
And Roblox hosted a thing where you can vote for what games you like. If I remember right, Blocktails was either on the list or like a close second to being on it.
Yeah, so you think turn base has some interesting appeal here, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you need to play it a little bit later
You
just to see what I'm
you
talking
need to
about. It's
finish
not so that I
Expedition
can describe.
33. You're so close. Just do it, man. Do it on stream.
Mm,
Just watch you finish it.
okay, I will.
You seriously got to finish that one. But yeah, I'll try out Block Tales. Hey, we give each other homework, right? I played Grow Garden. I've been playing Grow Garden, and I've checked out other games. I've been checking out the market, trying to get a sense for what games are popular. I'm not gonna play Bathroom Simulator, but I see it's up on the list. But here's the thing.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
oh
know if you've been
no.
playing. I don't know if you've been keeping up with all the news going on with Roblox, but like they're getting shit on so hard right now that they started pulling those games. They're pulling out the pedo games, and they're getting rid of all the cosmetics and all the shit in games that have problematic stuff. So here's the thing. That's to me. So they lost like $12 billion in their stock over the last week, but and that sucks for Roblox. Real shitty. Their CEOs are all sad and crying in a corner. But I think it's good for us because because all these games are getting taken off the market. All the shitty games that people were drawn to because they're inappropriate are because like kids are totally drawn to inappropriate stuff. Uh, they're getting they're getting cut. They're cooked. So guess what? People are gonna have to start looking for new games. They're gonna have to start looking for games that actually have game features and quality and aren't just stupid like meme games basically that are based on inappropriate stuff, which was like a huge draw for kids because kids are always drawn to the shit that to taboo stuff they're not supposed to look at. So uh, since that's happening, I think it means that we've got a bigger market to look at, because people are going to be without the games they usually play and looking for other stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm ignoring some of those games because some of them are bad, but I have seen good Roblox games in videos, and I played a couple, and they're like well thought out, good game mechanics, good design. I'm like, okay, I get this. A lot of Fall Guys likes games, like the parkour style games. Like some of those are done really well. I haven't tried Blocktails, but I have seen like you've had me play an RPG game before where you like had to go through dungeons and group up and level and get loot and stuff. I remember doing one of those with you. I don't remember what it was, but like we did that like a year or two ago.
Hmm.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
so yeah, I think one thing, like we're building an area, right? Like yeah, you can continue that if you want, but I think one thing to think about is like what is the game experience like? Not just what you see, but what do you do? And okay, cool. We got some crafting stuff going on. That's cool. But like, I've definitely never seen a game that has like it's a crafting sandbox with turn-based combat. That's kind of different. That could be interesting, or maybe it'll feel bad. I don't know. That's something we can play with. We don't have to commit to mechanics yet, but I think like thinking about that is important because that's the most important part of a game, of any game, is the core game loop. And that's the thing you're doing over and over again. In Expedition, it's you explore, you fight enemies, and you get loot and new narrative
Pick
like
those
progression. Yeah, new
upgrades,
pictos, new
weapons,
upgrades, and new
the
and
story. You always
story.
have.
And then you repeat,
You
rinse and
always go
repeat.
back to the camp.
Yep, you always go. Yep, you go back to the camp. That's the core gameplay loop, over and over and over again, and it's good because like the stuff they change across those loops is good. Vampire Survivors, the core game loop is so obvious. I don't even have to say it, but they make it good because of the variety within it. Like we could do that. We could make it so that when you we talked about like the main mechanic we wanted to build around. We talked about was the symbiotic spaces, right?
Yeah.
And we don't even have to do that. If you're like, you know what, fuck all this. I want to make a tag game. So we're gonna ditch everything. Let's just do tag. Then we can do tag. Better to make that decision sooner than later. But like as we're figuring out mechanics, there could be one thing you see or one thing we implement, and you're like, you know what, this right here is fun or cool. Let's let's build around this, and that could be all it takes to like. That's what a lot of good games that are simple are people who were trying to make something else and then they had a moment where kind of like me with that tree where I was thinking like I was trying to do this and I was like, oh, let me prank Jay, and I realized there could be a whole game around this where you're like these trees are chasing you. Like that could be a whole game. uh every small idea could be, and it's better to focus on a few things and make them good than try to make a game that can do a lot of things. That's the smartest thing for us to do. So keep that in mind as we're doing stuff. What's something that you feel really compelled towards? Is it turn-based combat? Is it crafting? Is it exploration? Whatever it is. Like think about that. What are you compelled towards and feel the most like passion for? Because whatever that is, we should put 80% of our effort into that thing and see if something else comes out of that we find fun to do, and we can make a whole game around it. For me, the symbiotic spaces was the
Yeah.
cool concept, and whatever game we did, crafting seemed natural, but like the idea of building around symbiotic spaces seemed really cool. But like any game could build around that. You can make vampire survivors around symbiotic spaces by just having people respawn in other people's bases to do levels, and then you walk outside your house and like you go through a portal, and all of a sudden you're running through a level. And you're in a vampire survivor in 3D where it's like creatures are coming towards you and you're picking up cards and shit for abilities. Like, there's all kinds of stuff we could do.
Yeah.
But we got to start with one that sounds fun.
I added just a little bit of something different if you look at my
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Your screen's maxed out right now. I'm not even coding right now because I'm talking. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Sure.
wanted to give you a place to go. Um, Open a web browser.
Okay.
What? Oh, wait, where I can see it. Share your whole screen. Let's put this on stream. Let's. I want to show you a couple of places that I want to encourage you to go. Either in your downtime or we'll do it on stream. I think it's fun to explore. But like, I want to show you.
Where?
Uh, I don't see your screen. Oh, it's here. I'll send you the link. And so here's one. I'm gonna have you. You can even log into. I made us an account already. Shit, where is my Discord? Oh, it's over here. Why the fuck is it over here? Should be over here. There's that. There's also the next one we'll do second, but okay. Log in. Just so you have it logged in. It's in the top right-ish. It's like middle left. Yeah, there you go. And it's what you expect. Just call me Dom. It's, you know, my password, but also our password.
Us?
Us. Yep. Sorry. Just call us. Thank you. Every account for everything that I make for us is going to be this. It's the Cinemod with the at capital C.
What are you doing on stream?
Okay, all right. Here, I'm moving you off stream, so I can see you type it in. Go ahead and share. Show me what you're typing in. Like, type it in yeah. I don't care, a new browser, whatever. I just want to see what you're typing. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. You sure that's what you're putting in? Put for the username, put at gmail.com if if it's not working. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Try hit back. Oh god. Okay, go back to the website and then try and enter the email. Same thing. Just call us Dom, but then like at gmail.com.
Did you use the caps?
It doesn't matter with emails. They're case insensitive. So emails don't recognize uppercase and lowercase. Okay, try continue with Google.
Well, that'd be mine.
No, well, it's gonna have you pick, and you're gonna add just call us Dom. Because I might have done that too. Did you click it? Continue with Google.
1 second.
Oh, did you get logged in?
Okay, I think so.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so that works. So yeah, if it's not a direct email, then it may have been that. So just like, what are you? And let me get your Discord back up. Okay. Oh, that's OBS. That's not what I meant to pull over there. Damn it. Oh, that's why I had your Discord up, because I was sharing your screen. Duh. I popped out the thing. Where's your screen at? There it is. There it is. Okay. All right, we're back now. So now, what biome are we in? You were looking at the desert. Like, you could just look up desert, timeless desert. This is basically a hub where artists just put their own shit, like stuff they make. It's a great place for inspiration. So like, biomes desert or biomes, fleshy plains, whatever you want to look at. Like, looking at this, what I would do is just like, this is just to get ideas. So like, anything you see, like, what kind of biome are you looking for? Get some ideas.
I'm just gonna look through and see some.
No, wait, go back up. There's a scroll down. There's a you can just hit view all. Or yeah, to the right. If you go up and to the right. Nope, not there. That's journals. You don't care about journals. That's reading, Jay. You hate reading.
Oh,
You want it.
oh.
There you go. Yeah, this is just art shit. Yeah, and this is the kind of stuff you want to like. You see a picture, like just copy it. I don't care if you paste it to me in a message, if you put it in a note, whatever. Like anything you see, just build a collage of stuff. I actually have an app you could just dump pictures into, just copy paste, and I just like put them all together to form a mood board. Honestly, I love having that. Like that's cool. Yep, that's cool. Fucking like this is a great thing to just see shit and think like, oh, okay, I could build a level kind of like that. It doesn't have to be 1-to-1, right? But like, it gives you an idea. That's cool. Ship thing's cool. Let's like, which biome are you focused on right now?
I was gonna make like some sort of swamp is what I was thinking, but I didn't know where to get started, so
Okay,
that's why I sent you
we'll just
the
put in
when I
swamp at the
sent
top.
you.
Just put in swamp biome, swamp or swamp biome, and any other words that you like the idea of that you want to put in there, like uh, what's the mood, the vibe? Do you want it to be creepy? Do you want it to be like, uh, I don't know, cartoony, chill?
Um, mm,
Get some bodies hanging from ropes, stuff like that. That's kind of cool. A little wells are good to have. And
in
all
the
this stuff.
swamp, that's an interesting choice.
Okay, so like you see how it's got a cauldron there?
Mm-hmm.
Now click on the first tab that you have open and log into that one. That one is with Google. I do remember that. Not sign up, just yep. And you should be signing to these from moving forward. So, uh, oh, okay. No, maybe this one was with email. DeviantArt was with that. Yep. There you go. There you go. So now search 3D models. Click on price. And we want to drag, 0, 0. We like that. That's exactly the price we want. And then search for whatever you want. Search for cauldron. So first look at DeviantArt to get inspiration. And we select a cauldron. So now if you type in cauldron, you could be like, okay, I want a cauldron, something we can bring in. Because it might not be in the toolbox in Roblox. This is where you can just find shit that we could literally, these are 3D models we can literally bring into Roblox. And they're all free. All of these we could just bring in and make them ours. So if you don't have to explore this website, but you can. I think I would search through something like DeviantArt for inspiration, and when you see things you like, either pull those in from the toolbox, or you can come here and download them and pull them in, or you can just link them to me and I can bring them in for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just kind of gives you. I'm just trying to give you tools to, make it easier to make what you want. Cause
Here, give me 1 second.
yep. Twitch tracker around here.
Okay. That.
I wasn't even managing my dashboard. But yeah, no, super powerful tool. Highly recommend exploring these places for stuff because basically, like all the artists, all these like independent indie artists and stuff, like this is where people. This is what you make as an artist: is you make a DeviantArt profile, and that's where you post your art so people can see what you can do. So it's a great place to explore for inspiration. And then Turbo Squid just has tons of free shit that we can bring into our 3D environment.
All right. That sounds nice.
Yeah, so just good to know on that. So I would, if you were to add our Google profile, then if you ever launch our profile, I have them all bookmarked, just FYI. So like click on the menu on the top right for the Chrome.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so for Chrome, the three dots in the top right of your browser. Just like all the way up right below the X. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't see the menu. But
Oh,
like
I see it.
what you're wanting to do is you're looking to you see where it says you're signed in.
Mm-hmm.
You want to manage your Google account or no, add a new profile. You want to add a new profile,
Mm-hmm.
and when you do that, let's see if I see your shit for that. I don't see that. You want to sign into basically the same account you just logged in with. And if you do that, it has all our bookmarks and stuff. And I bookmarked those websites for 3D as well as some other shit so that whenever we're doing game dev, you can just like click on anytime you launch Chrome, it'll ask you which profile you want to use. And you could be like, okay, I'm going to use the one for game dev. And then you can just click on the 3D folder and then you'll be able to jump to these sites real easy.
Hi, Dominic.
Yeah, well, you know.
I just got told.
Uh, So yeah, so now if you right click on Chrome at the bottom, if you did add that profile, then when you right click on the icon, if you click new window, it should let you choose.
Yeah. Whenever I signed into the other one, it opened a new
Okay,
Google
perfect.
window,
Yep.
and there's the icon on the
Yeah.
upper right
And
part
so
of it.
now, yeah,
That
anytime, yeah,
has.
it'll keep them separate. And anytime you launch Chrome now, if you don't already have it open, it'll let you pick between the two. And then under the 3D folder at the top, I have oh no, I have Find Art. It's called Find Art, and those I have several sites bookmarked, but DeviantArt and TurboSquid is one of them. So anytime you're like just sitting and fucking around or on the phone with your friends or whatever, and you're like thinking about this, then just browse those pages and look for shit, and you'll find stuff. You'll find stuff that you're like, yeah, that you know, or at least that's the vibe. All right, you can go back to what you're doing. I just wanted to share all that with you.
Slight problem.
What's up?
Look at my screen.
Your screen. I just see your browser.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. I don't think you showed your entire screen.
There. You see this?
Oh yeah. What'd you do?
Leafy grass. It doesn't work.
Leafy grass. What are you looking at?
This is leafy grass if I click onto it.
Mm, looks like nothing's working. But you haven't done anything. You selected the material, but you haven't like painted. Oh, what are you? You're importing? I'm confused at what you're doing.
Painted? I'm making the thing.
Okay, so then now pick
Like,
leafy grass and sculpt.
what?
Yeah, you were in
No,
import
I need to
mode.
do this. I need to.
Default material, but like wait, scroll up. You're in import. Import is
Dude, this
for
is exactly what I did for this.
wait. Importing is for importing
I did
stuff
this,
in.
I did that.
Yeah. Now, all right.
Really?
Yeah. Go to there you go. You could do that, or go to yeah, edit. Now select and now paint, and or you can you fill? No, fill. You want fill. Now
Mm.
scroll down. There you go.
Alright, yeah, thank you.
That's what's
Let's see, is this what I need?
the imports are bringing stuff in.
I guess that could work.
You can always change it. You can paint over it later. I learned that. That's what the paint option is you can literally click paint and then click a different material and it will let you paint over whatever spot you're pointing at. So you like paint
Oh, okay.
roads over the grass or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, that's probably what you were doing
Let's see,
earlier.
subtract or size.
So what are you thinking for this one?
Swamp.
Oh, right, right. Swamp's always a good time. By a good time, I mean a good time in a bad way, you know?
Oh, obviously.
You know, a lot more water here, I guess. What's your favorite biome? And like games you can think of? Is there any biome that like really jumps out to you in any specific
Nope.
game?
Nope.
Hmm. It's not me either, really. I've liked,
There's a lot of really good biomes. It's probably why.
yeah. I always did like I can think of biomes I didn't like. Like one thing even though the troll was good, but outside of the troll, the forest biome was kind of boring. In Valheim, I feel like all of the other biomes are good. Like they are all pretty good. Now the Mistlands can be frustrating, but it is interesting. Uh, and Nightingale, yeah, the grassy biomes you start in, I never found those like. I mean, I get that they're like a safe starting space, but like they're always kind of meh, you know. But that's to be
I mean, yeah, they're
expected.
meant for people to learn. So
Right, it's true. It's true. It's kind of part. Oh, you're making a little heart there. That's nice.
what?
That's kind of like a heart.
No,
Hmm.
this one messed up heart.
Like a liver, I guess.
What's your definition of a heart? Because I don't. I think I would be staying over here if that's what your heart looks like.
Yeah. To be fair, the hearts that we draw, you know, like with the curve at the top on both sides, do you know what that's based off of?
Yeah. What?
A girl's butt.
Oh my god.
Yep. Uh, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. Let's see. Such the icon is stylized representation of a woman's buttocks or breasts, because they used to
Wow.
associate beauty with the curves of the female behind, and so it may have influenced the link between female anatomy and love.
Wow.
Yep, that's interesting.
It's interesting.
Uh huh. I uh, I don't know how much truth there is to that, but it is always funny to think about. I'm getting weird discrepancies between two chats. Let me check. Oh, Fritz is in here. That's fine. Let's see, Fritz. Fritz, I'm gonna give you. Let's see. What am I gonna give Fritz? I'm gonna give
Send
him.
him to the war.
No, okay. Or actually, I am gonna run. I'm gonna do a couple things here. So first, yes, I'm gonna make him
World War Bun.
World War Bun.
Turn
Uh,
him into a baby.
no, I'm gonna make him. I'll give him. Type his name right, damn it. Okay. There we go. I made him Finn.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, all right. So now I'm gonna run. Okay, let's see. What are one of my other commands I set up? It's hard to remember the ones I got set here. Okay, all right, Fritz. If you're listening, Fritz, you're probably not, but if you are, just in case, you're gonna get. You're about to be in it, man. Oh God, he's here. All right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Uh, hold on. I haven't run this much, so let me test this. This is kind of a test. All right, I'm gonna run. Do I want to run a month? Let's see. I'm gonna do Donnie. All right, I got a boss incoming. You gotta tell me if this shit prompts you, because I don't know if it's gonna work 100%. I'm kind of curious. So you tell me. It should prompt you with a way to join, and you have to type the command that it sends you, and then you can actually use abilities and stuff. So let's see. Let's see if this happens. All right, this will be in a minute. So you have to do, yeah, just like the chat says, you have to do the exclamation point join, and you have to choose it here. And I'll do it myself as well because I am technically in this chat. All right, so I just gotta wait. We gotta wait until it happens. And I have, just in case we don't get enough people, I do have it set to spawn a few extra bots because we're probably gonna need it. 25 seconds. All right, let's see if this shit works. I have tested this, but I haven't tested my custom my animations for the other ones. I've got like some other the Adventure Time characters. Because those were kind of hacked together things, so I don't know if it's gonna work for that. I tried to make a dragon. It's okay. All right, so we got a couple Marcelines. Okay, yep, there's our bots. We got two Willy Buns, two Finns, two Marcelines. Okay, there's Donnie. Nice. All right, so exclamation mark, and then like it'll give you based on the class, you have certain attacks it could do, and basically what it's throwing on the screen is like it's going across people and showing you like what you can do. So you have to pay attention when it's your necromancer. Dude, I just got punched. What the fuck? Uh, yeah, Jay, you should join the chat, man. You gotta do this.
Mm, I'm busy.
You should do it with your like iPad or something. Cause we're on YouTube, man. We're streaming live on YouTube.
I can't. Oh wait,
You would give
okay,
us a
YouTube
bonus
I
viewer.
can.
Yeah,
But
you need me to send you the link? It's just call us Dom. You can't fuck that up. If you
yes, I
just
can.
youtube.tv slash
You know I
that
can.
side. I'll send it to you again. I already sent it to you once, but I will send it to you again. Because I know, your teenage brain is not capable of storing information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is again in Discord.
Send it to me in text message.
Oh, you want a text message? Oh man, you really want me to lay this out for you, don't you? Let's see.
Yeah, because I don't have Discord on my tablet, Dad.
That's right.
If I'm gonna be working on this and if I'm in the chat, then
Yeah, get us that extra
I
one
would need
viewer.
it to be text. Yeah, that'll help so much. The funny thing is, it actually will.
It actually will. Yeah, we could use everything we can get. All right, share. Copy, and then I'm texting this to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
Then just give me a minute to
You're
finish
good.
up
You're good.
this.
You don't know how I'm streaming at all. What do you mean, man?
The funny thing is, I already know my PC. Like, if I try to launch all this stuff for like the streaming or whatever, you better grab some marshmallows because we're making s'mores.
Yeah, Fritz is like he doesn't know how on this internet, how this like ghetto stolen internet I'm fucking streaming, with care and with a lot of custom settings. I will tell you that. But it's working. It's working, man.
Very surprisingly.
Yeah, it is very surprising. I did not think it was gonna work, but it took me a while to get it to actually, because I was like running bandwidth tests constantly as I was changing shit. Fortunately, there's a lot of great testing tools on these platforms for like Twitch and YouTube, so I'm able to like check my bit rate and shit like constantly, and I can sort of like measure and tweak things as needed. So that helped a lot. And I brought it down to 720p too instead of 1080, so that like obviously it's a massive uh, change to help that a little bit. I don't know why. Yes, you have poison over vampirism and bones. Yeah, so let's see your attacks, man. What you got? Exclamation mark and then one of those three. I'll mark it for you. Here, one more time. I'm gonna send it to you in a message just to make it easy for you. Except I forgot. FUG. Fuck.
I don't got a lot of time. I
You,
would like to get one more episode of Animan
oh, I thought we were
because
gonna get some game in, man.
I do have school tomorrow.
You do have. I know that's why I kept telling you. I kept telling you. You've never
I
lasted more than an
know, I
hour,
know,
and you don't
but
listen.
there's a
All right, how about we get a little game time in instead?
yeah, I have a big friend group. People need me.
I know you're a teenager and you have friends. That's fine, but that's why you have to decide, do you want the stream to be a core part of your life right now? If you don't, that's okay, but you have to say that. You got to choose, man. You got to choose. Uh,
I do, but it just depends on how I'm feeling at the
I
time.
I
If I'm
know.
not
I
trying to
know.
stream, then I'm not trying
Unfortunately,
to
things can't
stream.
be a big part of your life if you're
You
not
figure that
sure
out.
about them. So like that's why we should probably make it casual if you're not sure. Do you want to do some game time then? You downloaded a game, a couple games. Why don't we do a little game time and then we'll see how you feel after that. We'll do a little bit of that on stream, then we'll go off
Okay,
stream
but
because we can't do anime on stream. That's
if
copyright.
you
I like the terrain
yeah,
you
if
got going
you
though.
check
Go ahead.
my yeah, it is giant block and I went through all this,
Yep, we've been
slowly
we've been
grinding it
watching you the whole time,
down.
man. You've been full screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. We've just been watching you shape the land.
Ah,
No, I
but
see. You
yeah,
got you gotta get some water in there for some swamp and stuff. Yeah, but now I see you got a good terrain layout
the
for that.
the bad part that I don't like about this is the Roblox water is like it sucks. It doesn't have like the physics or whatever. It doesn't fill in the space.
There are things we could do about that.
It'll kind of
I've
go
been
up.
learning a lot more about the
Yeah, I would
physics
need
you could
that
do in
to.
Roblox, and it is a lot more capable than you'd think. But to get like this higher levels of physics, it does take a lot more work. So like, let's start with Roblox water, and we'll do some work. But like, also, I want you to think about Valheim. Valheim doesn't have water that's impressive, but Valheim can look impressive because of a lot of the atmospheric effects they have. It makes
Dad.
scenes feel more beautiful than they are. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I know. I don't need it to look like crazy, like perfect. I need it to fit within the spot and not like be spiky water. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll just play with it. Let's see what we get. You don't do it tonight.
Because, like, if I come over here, see, right here, it isn't
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
realistically. This would go down. It would fill here,
They're just
but
water
no, the water's
nodes that
spiky and
connect.
it's up.
It's almost like you just connect a line of like spots, and the water just goes between those spots. It doesn't follow gravity or anything like that. That's what you're saying. I get it.
Okay, what game are we looking for?
Well, you downloaded two. Which one you want to do?
Valheim.
All right, Valheim it is.
Oh, I need to share my screen again.
Yeah, we could do your screen for that. Let's see, Valheim. Haven't played this in a
I think I
long
streamed the
time.
wrong thing.
You know, this year they're supposed to release the, or at least later this year, I think, the final 1.0 release for the game will finally be complete. Ooh, that's loud. Whoops! I just changed the volume and then set it back down to 5%. My bad if you were listening to that. So you wanna host that then? Jay?
Let me just um. You can host it.
You want me to host it?
Yeah. I mean, if you make it, because chances are there's. I know sometimes you'll be like, okay, yeah, I wanted to play a little bit, so I did
No, I'm
this.
not. I'm not gonna do this. This would be like something I only did with you. So it's I'm fine with you
All
owning the
right,
game.
then I'll.
So up to you. Do you want to host it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Character, I forgot. Saves.
It's the normal password, and the name is just call us Dom using caps at the start of each word.
I should be able to just join you as a friend. I think. Let's see though.
Well, the world is being made currently. I'm not in yet. Okay.
Crazy too, because like you look at this. Look, the graphics are shit. They're garbage. You know, they're worse than Roblox. But like this game just looks good in its own way, and I think it has a lot to do with the atmospheric effects. It's funny, all the server names that are popping up, fuck me, just work, just little server, just dudes being Vikings, just Valheiming it, Justin Hilton. All I typed in was just for just call us dumb. Just chill,
Wow.
bro. And like they're just showing up. Like people are just making servers constantly. That's kind of funny. Let me change our stream title, and I think I'm gonna throw Valheim on here just for a second. It's not letting me.
How do I skip?
Skip what?
I don't want to hear this.
Hear what? Are you sure you're playing the right thing?
Look at my screen.
I don't. Oh, that's right. Look at your screen.
It's a lot of reading. I want this. Okay, there we go. Now, here we go.
Skip intro. There you go. It literally said skip intro. It's perfect. But wait, press escape. You wanted to skip intro, right? There you go.
There we go.
That's what you wanted.
Okay.
All right, let me see if I can find you now. I don't see you.